And welcome in everybody to the Overwatch Clash. It's Season 9, Week 6 matchup here between the Bangkok Babygirls and the Vega Vengeance. Should be a good one ahead of us here. I'm Boone. Joining me today is going to be Greg. I think the first time actually on the official Aurora channel, so welcome in, Greg. We got ourselves a banger of the series ahead of us. Should be a good one.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this matchup. This is between two teams that have been looking really strong all season. There's been some great performances from both of these teams. I think some of the best players in the league are going to be on display here. Going to be a really exciting matchup, I'd say.
Yeah, and our first game is going to be on Shambhala Monastery, which has been the pick of Bangkok. Basically, the entire season is a stronghold for them. And we're seeing here the Vega Vengeance actually opting in to not ban out the Zarya first here, actually hold on to that ban here, going with the Wu Yang, and then Bangkok responds with their Matra ban, forcing Fish off of that hero, which, you know, we've been seeing a lot of the Zarya here so far this season, and shouldn't be expecting anything else, basically, from this team, especially the Babygirls. But the thing is with the Wu Yang ban, they might be expecting actually Wind to go over on support here potentially, because a lot of teams ban the Zarya first and they put Wind on support, so they're going to just opt in to keep him on that role and potentially wait for a better map choice to ban the Zarya.
Yeah, I will say as well, with that Wu Yang ban coming out, now the support lineup for the Babygirls has been a real strength for them all season. Nadir has been playing a lot of Baptiste from what I've seen and has been absolutely spectacular. Loaf, one of the best main supports in the league so far this season. So trying to force out that backline, it makes a lot of sense to me, but Wu Yang hasn't really been a signature hero for either of these players. That definitely felt more like something to keep Wind off to me.
Yeah, because we saw just last week is the Horse Girls. Well, we didn't see it, but I saw it. I was there. You know, once Wind goes on, that Wu Yang is still a menace in the server. They put Dong Waggler over on the tank as well. Played that Diva and the Ram. They still won that map. So Shambhala Monastery is still a stronghold no matter the composition. But, of course, you were in Stockholm, Greg, so you got to see sort of the lack of Zarya in that tournament, which is surprising. We saw a lot of Ram here, potentially Bangkok respecting the Ram Matra here.
The thing you got to understand about the pro meta that might not necessarily translate down into a draft league like this is that Symmetra is broken. But who in this lobby is going to be able to play the Symmetra to abuse a Zarya player? I'm not aware of it being in any of these players' hero pools. I feel like they're going to be, you know, Waters, very, very good Soldier 76 player. War has a nice hero pool on him with the Mei, with the Pharah. Swifters is a menace on like a Tracer pick. Not really, as far as I'm aware, any Symmetra players in this lobby, and that has been something that the pros have been able to use to outmaneuver a Zarya comp, but in this type of a league, I find it unlikely we're going to see that coming out.
If anybody has it, it's going to be Dong Waggler, because Dong Waggler has like the most annoying hero pool imaginable, and they're very proud of that fact, so I can say that and not get yelled at, but if anybody's got it, it's going to be Dong Waggler, and if they have that ability to kind of sort of abuse Fish, if they go and match the Zarya, it'll be tough. But Fish, of course, also has the Ram in them, so potentially could just outlast that sort of aggressive push with the TPs on in. We'll see what the teams decide to go out for here. We're still waiting for the teams to give us the R. It looks like we're just going into the first map here momentarily. Thomas finally returning. So, yeah, I'm guessing we're going to see Wind on the Zarya, which, of course, in, like you said, a draft league like this is... No, nobody here is a noob, but is a noob stomper, and that Wind is so much better than everybody else in the game. So, going to Shambhala Monster, we are finally starting off this game here. Hopefully, I'm at 5. We've seen a lot of 3-0s here recently, so I want ourselves a good series.
Oh, yeah, I think the Vega Vengeance are going to put a great fight up to the Bangkok Babygirls, but there's no way a team with a star player on the caliber of Wind isn't going to take at least a map. So I think this is going to be a very good series.
It basically comes down to team play versus star power. This is the classic matchup in Overwatch is can Wind... It's not to say anybody on Bangkok Babygirls is a scrub. It's just Wind is just that good, and the SR will make that happen.
I think the Say Ari Power rankings from last week put it best that this Babygirls team says role player theory. We have taken Thanos and we've given him 4 of the best role players in the league. And so far, role player theory is working out amazing for them.
And I mean, speaking of role players, everybody on Vega Vengeance is playing their roles extremely well. You know, Swifters is kind of technically the quote-unquote carry of this team, but all around, everybody's been performing so well. We did see Vega Vengeance lose in a reverse sweep last week to Prague Plague, but Topaz was not there. Is Topaz the glue guy? We'll have to wait and see here. The Reinhardt comes out for Fish to start things out to try to counter the Zarya pick. What do we think about that there, Greg?
I think the Reinhardt pick is actually a really good counter pick to Zarya, as Reinhardt can just out-brawl, stat check the Zarya, force her out of positions. With that Mei wall, she has very little recourse for getting herself out of these situations, if the walls are good from War.
Big kite comes through, but high ground has been claimed here by Vega Vengeance early. Cart will start to push here, but Wind has lost that advantage positioning. TP in from Dawn Waggler, does get a bubble out, but can't get out! Got caught the Wraith down, and now, without the Reaper, Wind no longer has the ability to get that charge for free, and a hard kite being called here now from Bangkok as they get the first corner as Fish continues to hold the space.
Now that's what you're going to want to look for in these Mei comps. That wall from War denies the exit option from Dawn Waggler. Dawn Waggler's going to have to look very closely for that, but the Babygirls are already under more pressure.
A very early wall will catch them on forced rotation, but Water has been caught out. Immortality comes out here from Nuttier, but right now War can just walk on forward. Fish flying fairly low here. Dawnwalker forced to retreat. Cart is still moving ever so slightly here. Wind in tough position here for a wall from War, potentially online in a couple seconds. Ready for it.
Tommyslot's gonna have this window ready to swing this.
Yeah, the numbers are here for Vengeance, but a bubble on Dawnwalker, force out the Wraith form, but Wind does not have anywhere near the grab charge as Fish on the Shatter. We'll see an early swing out from the wind here from Tommyslot. Forster keeping away, and Swifters again finds opening pick here on a Dawn Waggler. And Water, both DPS are gone, and Swifters through the window finds the kills. That's for your first point for Vengeance, and they are rolling through this map right now.
Tommyslot having such an impressive season, able to build that window for the team so quickly and use it to leverage into a very quick first point capture. 450 in the time bank when they captured first point there. That is a great cap of what can be a very difficult Shambali first.
And for just a window, it was a great exchange. You're going to have Topaz is a little bit behind the beat charge here for the grab, potentially a fight winner here for Wind online, but Fish has a Shatter to potentially negate and the aggression coming through. A early bubble there on Downward, force the Wraith, but the wall not quite where they want to be. Is able to get here the team, but Topaz has built the beat in the meantime.
Ooh, Speed Noon coming around the corner here, and the pause comes out. A clutch pause to save the Babygirls from this speeded Noon from Swifters.
Very interesting. Hopefully, we haven't lost an alt here. We'll see who is in fact going to be the one who has lost a connection. It's not Wind. We know that much.
Doesn't appear to be War either.
It doesn't. Nuttier maybe. Oh, Dong has paused because it's 300 ping, but unfortunately it's the middle of a fight, so you can't do that. You got tough that one out there, champ.
Yeah, you have been engaged upon already.
Okay, so
all right.
So it looks like Dong has apparently gotten locked back in here. Do we look for potentially the chart or the high noon to force the bubbles and the Shadowfall from Fish? Could be massive. I don't know. Maybe,
yeah. War's wall here also can completely destroy the kiting patterns for the Babygirls and force this Noon to get a lot of value.
They already used the wall, unfortunately. Once Dawnwalker went in for the Wraith form, they came in, but once the Wraith form was gone, that's when they engaged the high noon. So we'll see. R's in chat, going in. Groudtown surge the second that comes on in here. Immortality keeping Wind alive, but right now Immortality has been forced. Fish has a Shatter online, looking for a target. Just a single one. Dawnwalker forced to use the Wraith fairly early, can no longer engage off this back of that with the bubble.
This good window should deny this push and allow the Babygirls to stabilize and potentially get a good fight in.
Oh, it's a one-man Shatter, does land on Dawn, but it bubbles in time, but not long enough. Water popping the visor here. Fish in tough position, 1 HP, does have the shield to get on out, but Dawn's already lost her life. Wind trying to build its cores, the ults here, but right now the beat advantage here for Loaf, not 5% away, but the Blizzard is perfectly timed from War. Locks down multiple members, the support line has been taken care of. And right now, Loaf sees nothing but corpses as they try to get away with their life, but War continues to push on forward. Wind reset energy. And Dawn Waggler, what? That's gonna be a swap, right?
Oh. Now, that fight was very expensive from the Vega Vengeance. That is the one upside there for the Babygirls as Dawn Waggler switches onto the Sparrow, which should be very good at punishing the Reinhardt comp. Look for Swifters to try to mark that.
Yeah, it's up to Swifters to mark that one. I've been doing a great job on the Cassie here, but now has to split the attention between the Zarya as well as the Fire in the Sky. Win not getting too much from the bubble here, and Townset with another early window here, forced out the beat, and the kite is here now from Vega as he uses War's Wall to just try to stabilize as well, with your time able to get out and survive that beat engagement, and now they can re-engage.
That's a great engagement for the Vega Vengeance, in my opinion. The beat is so valuable, and now they don't have anything to stabilize against this high noon engage.
Oh, Win with a
draw comes
just
out.
Last second use of the bubble there to serialize through the high noon, but Neder 1 HP, and Swifters clicks on the body. Am I gonna touch the cart here? Looks like they're finally gonna go back to that with Fish. 1 HP, but Immortality from Townset is massive! Keeps Orion alive! The span damage from Dawnwalker in the sky is there as War has fallen, but the shatter is massive from Fish on the cart as Fish must lock down the time bank here, and Water can't get there in time, and Fish with a heroic play rewarding Townset for that window and Immortality field.
350 left on the time bank, Booney. That, you can't overstate how good of a time bank that is. Shambali Monastery, in my opinion, is a very difficult map to finish. This third point is so open, it's so long. The first point has such an oppressive choke point that usually bleeds time banks. That is a crazy capture time for the Vega Vengeance. This Reinhardt counter pick for the Zarya comp is looking spectacular.
Yeah, you just look at the stat sheet. Townset has over almost 11,000 healing in one half.
It's been 4 minutes. It's been 4 minutes and he's done 11,000 healing. Someone check him PC.
They do need to check in PC. And I mean, when you look at it, Wind only with 7k damage is a very low number for so far this season for Wind. And Wind has not locked in the Zarya yet, potentially looking at another option. But we'll go back to it now with the Mei Bastion on the other side to try to deal with this Reinhardt a little bit more, try to force that shield to break and not allow him to just take that space for free.
Yeah.
Wait, Swifter's on Symmetra.
Ooh,
oh, never
is that
mind.
real?
No, they were swapping, unfortunately.
That makes sense. Yeah, but this Bastion Mei comp should be very good at punishing the Reinhardt in a very similar way to the Mei Reinhardt comp was punishing the Zarya. So we'll see what Fish can do. Can Fish handle the pressure, and can the team behind Fish break these Mei walls fast enough to get him out and get him the resources you need as the spawn hold comes in?
I mean, with 3 minutes and 50 seconds of time bank, just one fight victory here in the spawn is going to be enough to basically solidify yourselves as a very time bank. Early form comes out here from Water, but it's massive Immortality from Tommy Splat. Fish, though, cannot survive the onslaught coming in through from the Bastion form. As right now, Swifters is in no man's land, gets walled on off by Dawnwaggler. And we'll come through about 30 seconds out of time bank, though, so, a free little bit of stall there for him.
Good trade there by Swifters, take somebody out on the way, but yeah, unfortunately just not ready for that Bastion comp. Fish gets caught out close to the spawn doors, could not get out before the form came
Hanzo.
in. And, ooh, that's an interesting pick. Now, with the recent Ashe buffs, you've seen Ashe really be resurgent in the meta recently, but Hanzo has so much shield breaking to tear through that Mei wall and get Fish out of situations. I like this swap.
Wind is forced to give some bit of space here, falling very low here. Wall comes out from War, but War 1 HP, but does he block? War! Excuse me! You have a cooldown to heal! And now you've lost your Mei, and now the entire comp's falling apart!
Oh.
As Babygirls continue the stampede, the swaps seem to be working for him right now, as just Topaz on cart trying to get anything done, but will get melted on down. And that might just be point A, as the spawns have not come through just yet.
Yeah, the Vega Vengeance not able to regroup onto that point fast enough. Now, if you do a good spawn hold on this, you can make a 3-fight first point happen, but Vega a little slow on that second fight, took it a little deeper than they probably should have. They're only going to get 2 fights on first point here.
Yeah, we'll see here. Ults are nowhere near for the side of Vega Vengeance. I mean, War
Aberson again now. Look at Swifter's on the Reaper here. Now, Reaper is a counter pick that can really shut down this Bastion. Get on top of him, get a lot of pressure on him, force him to shoot at something other than your Reinhardt.
Fish doesn't have a shield, though, as we continue to walk on in here. Early window comes out here, but Water down. Thomas with the window, Immortality field comes out, but the Grouch Hunter is online. Should decide to invest it here, but the numbers favor in the Vega Vengeance right now. With that window as well, Wind is trying to get out, has 0 charge. No need to try to stay alive here, as the reset has been called, but a fairly expensive fight there. Investing in the Blizzard and gain nothing for it.
Now, Dawnwaggler's Blizzard was able to freeze Tommy Slack, got the team a pick, but they weren't willing to invest deeper beyond that. Could be a missed opportunity, but still, the Bastion Zarya combo available here. No beat for Topaz. That could be a near immediate fight win.
We'll see here as War can just push on forward here. Fish giving you a bit of space here, trying to preserve that shield. But the ground surge comes out right on the shield. And now here comes that Bastion combo. Fish just immediately melted through that one. Unfortunately, Thomas' Immortality Field cannot negate 10 billion damage. And it's going to be a fight victory there, like you said, a quick one as well. But no ults invested there for the side of Vega Vengeance. And with a little bit of stall from Topaz, they're getting another fight here on B with the ults online.
Yeah, that was a great stall for the Vega Vengeance after a very clean Bastion grab combination. Now, the question is, can this window from Nuttier deny a good recontest? They should be able to get a lot of resources out of the Vega Vengeance with this window.
Early window does come out here. Swifters is in no man's land, but the bubble is there, but cannot survive Nuttier. And right now, the engagement comes on through, and just winning this fight with the Blizzard is huge for Vega Vengeance, as the point B will continue to hold. Bit of stagger there as well through to the time bank, but look at the ult advantage they have here, Greg. It is immaculate how they're playing this comp.
Yeah, the 3 ults in the bank to the only Blizzard for the Babygirls right now. It's going to be hard for the Babygirls to break through that good of an ult bank going into the end of this second point.
I mean, just look at Thomas is out healing both supports for the Bangkok Babygirls by a couple thousand by his lonesome. Thomas having an MVP performance right now on this character, but now the Shatter online for Fish. Blizzard comes out from Dawn Waggler, but the escape is there, but not for War. But a good shield comes through from Fish, keeps the May alive. No attack here for Thomas, but Shatter still online. Hooters goes on in, but gets shut down, but a Shatter finds Water, but the bubble from Wind keeps him standing. And Dawnwater finally kills the back end of this one with the help of Loaf with that beat. And despite their best efforts, a heavy investment, but it will be a fight lost here for Vega Vengeance, as point B will capture it here by Bangkok, but it was a very expensive way to do it.
That shout out Loaf for a great beat there. Wind able to block the Fish Shatter for himself, but not for the team. But Loaf dodges it, gets the beat off. No value to be had from that Shatter because of a very good beat from Loaf.
Now support also online here. Tommy Slap with once again another window. Water will have the combo in 14% here with Wind. Closest ground town surge, but has the energy here as well. Walls are exchanged. Fish with a really awkward position here. Do they keep the Reinhardt alive? Fish is 1 HP. Dawnwagger is chasing, but they've taken Nutter down in the meanwhile. Fish 1 HP. The shutdown over on the tank. And now it's a 4-on-4 on the point with Wind with that high charge. Topaz caught in no man's land. Do they have the answer? Space being given here by Vengeance as they don't lose any more members.
This is a scary kite. Are they going to get out of this?
I mean, they used... Oh, but the ground town surge is massive! And Slap's down. Can't use the Immortality Field roll.
Wait, Wind in danger! Wind in danger!
Wind's in danger, but your tiger from Nuttier is there. The only danger is him on the field as Fish cannot block so many angles with one shield. And unfortunately, despite a great attack, it'll be matched with a slightly worse one, but still a good one here for Bangkok, as they have found the answers and adaptations, and both these teams going back and forth, exchanging haymakers.
These teams are making me look like I have no idea what I'm talking about when I say this map is difficult to capture. I swear it's not easy.
Please, guys, believe me, it's hard.
Please, believe me, this is non-trivial. What these guys are doing is very impressive. They both look so well put together on these attacks. The poise from the Babygirls to take a punch to the face like that and come back and say, we can do just as well, and play their own Bastion so effectively. Very impressive.
Still, a solid minute 33 advantage here for Vega Vengeance, and they're going to stick with the same comp here, but we saw it wasn't looking too hot on their response. Do they play it differently here, or how do we respond? Because right now, Bangkok Babygirls had the answers there on the attack eventually. Vega does have the advantage. Do they go for the spawn hold once again, or they decide to maintain his high ground position, which isn't really as advantageous with the Bastion here compared to like an Ashe?
Yeah. The spawn hold should be a good play in theory with the May coming out, but knowing how hard Fish got punished on that spawn hold last time, I wouldn't blame them if they chose to go for a slightly more conservative setup here, even though no one on their team particularly benefits from these high grounds.
It looks like they are going to play for a bit of spawn hold, but at this first corner, instead not opting to play for that kind of hard spawn hold, they're going to play at this corner. Yeah. Here comes the aggressive, here comes the push out. So looking for a bit of pressure here. Fish is caught in the wall, but a nice counter wall there by War.
Good counter wall.
We'll keep them out. How Switcher's 1 HP. Switcher does survive here. Thomas able to hold on the Immortality Field here as well. Keeps War and gets them out of good fight. Fish 1 HP, no shield either. and now Wind has some charge to walk on in. Lopper's being put in, and onto Swifters, the Bastion has been taken down, and Spawn will be open on up, but still, you get 30 seconds off the time bank here for the Vega Vengeance. Now, it's that second fight. They failed last time. They got played better, and they can get a good hold going.
Yeah, and this time, one difference here is we're seeing Nuttier outpacing Tommy Slat this time on the window. And that's going to make this recontest very difficult for the Vega Vengeance. They are behind in this ult charge. Not going to be able to rely
Swifter's
on
also
that
pretty
ult economy
close
to
to
get
the
them back
Bastion
in
ult,
here.
but once again, Wind is 70% to a Graviton Surge with 1 minute remaining.
Yeah.
Will most likely build it up. Swifter comes out here with an early turret form. Look at mashed up, but Fish no longer has a shield. A lot of low members here for Vega Vengeance. Fish wants to be Immortality Field out from Tommy Slat, but the window comes out. Swifter responds with the artillery strike over the top. Doesn't find anything, but does force out the bleed, but here comes a big shatter right on the head of Wind. And his first corner has been taken here by Vega Vengeance. And 30 seconds in the time bank. They're looking great for a hold, but they've lost Fish. They might have to give some space here now.
Now, that was an expensive fight for the Vega Vengeance. They were able to win and stabilize, but they had to use 3 ultimates, and none were used by the Bangkok Babygirls, and Fish died. I would say, based on this ult economy, I'd be very surprised if we don't see the Bangkok Babygirls take this first point. That ult economy is scary.
But the Bangkok played it so slowly. Fish got back to the corner now, so now it's a 5-on-5 here, and Fish can kind of hold people back here with the shield, but the Blizzard comes on through and locks down Fish. Immortality Field cannot be there in time, as War is not in either. War trying to go on in, trying to do something. Immortality Field and Thomas not doing something here, but there's getting melted, and a fairly cheap exchange of ultimate there. 1 Blizzard for a fight win. Hold on the grab and the Bastion combo.
And with 3 on cart here, there should not be an opportunity to recontest. So it's
The
going to have
overtime
to be a
spawns are
second
so
point hold.
hard. War's
Yeah.
just respawning. Yeah, that's
There's definitely no recontest here. So it's going to have to be a second point hold coming out from the Vega Vengeance, but they've got ults coming back online now. Swifter's coming up on that second Bastion ult already.
So that's how the approach is one here. Beat from Topaz is there to match. Early forms are forced by both of these Bastions. Nuttier's caught no man's land. Nuttier's getting flanked behind here. Loaf down. Loaf can't use the beat. I mean, Nuttier's getting walked down the back of my Fish. Somebody turn for your Baptiste. Over the pin from way downtown on the Wind. Shuts that down as Fish with a huge play. Shatter on the water for Swag and Aura. Hits it.
You do need the swag and aura. A very important part of winning Aurora matches is swag and aura.
Is anybody going to turn for Fish there? That entire fight just walking down Nutter. They could have killed the Reinhardt, but Fish just simply refusing to be seen by the enemy team. Uses invisibility cloak there. Kills down the Baptiste before they get the healing on the Wind.
It felt like the Babygirls came in with a plan of trading backlines, but once the ult exchanges started coming down and they weren't able to get onto the backline of the Vega Vengeance, they were just kind of caught in between and got pinched. Fish able to get onto that backline, get the all-important picks.
War on the far here in the spawn. Do you think we stick with this one? Do they see potentially an adaptation coming through to match this Mei and this Bastion just by putting the spawn or the spam dancer over top?
Now, the upside of the Pharah Bastion comp here is that you can poke out the other team's Bastion Mei to a kind of ridiculous degree. Bastion isn't that good at shooting back at the Pharah, so War could potentially get a lot of splash damage off. They're going to want to play very grouped up on this Bangkok Babygirls. War could build some very fast ults, get a lot of pressure down.
There's some dirty joke in there by being stacked up on a Bangkok, but hey, we'll go back to that one later. As War will be on to the far here in spawn, but swaps right back to the Mei. Apparently did not like what they saw. Okay, goes back into spawn, just hiding and waiting.
Okay, yeah.
Swifter's is dead! Tommy! Your time field not needed, I guess. You die! And a much more successful spawn camp or beginning for Bangkok. As a minute, or 30 seconds already off the time, a corner has not been taken yet, nor were cooldown forced.
Alright, the wall comes out, counter wall from War. Can Fish sustain through this time? And it looks like he will. They're going to give this corner. Babygirls now playing for the second corner.
But they have the Immortality Field advantage here as Dawnwire does realize rotation coming through, and they're going to flip the map.
Ooh,
oh, they're just wasting time.
Oh, Tommy Slat is Thanos from this position, though. I like this map flip because you now have a Baptiste who is uncontested and able to do whatever he wants.
the
But Ward
the
goes
wall
in
there from
first.
Don Wegler devising a tiny field coming through, but the cart is moving in the meantime here.
And
Lord
Ward's
gets
gonna
his space.
respawn very quickly here. The spawns are so close. But the window coming out from Nuttier.
Artillery strike off of Swift as well. Ron towards the car here. Fish falling very low. Your top field is not in time here for Fish. 1 HP. Fish is still alive. Fish is mastering the shield right now. The shield dance. Oh, it was so close. Gotta give him some props for that one. But right now the numbers are here for Bangkok. As wind has
But for
fallen,
Vega Vengeance,
but the cart is still not moving.
Vega Vengeance are not out of this fight yet. Loaf half HP, Dongwaggler 1 HP. Just Loaf on the cart. War and Topaz versus Loaf. How long can the Lucio stall?
That's a lot of time in the bank
is
already.
that
That's 2 minutes gone.
Yeah, but that was enough. Loaf stalled on that cart for long enough as well to build up the rest of the way to that beat. So that's going to be a really valuable tool for the Babygirls. They can use that to tempo through the Tommy Slat window. They can use that to sustain the Fish Shatter. A lot of good options for this beat here.
Oh, good move up the high ground there by War. Fish is isolated here. Do they get the kill in the Reinhardt? Or is the attack field come out in time? War's down. You've lost that span. Fish does land the shadow to 3 people to fall up there. Wind, oh, was so close to falling, but the beat from Loaf will keep them up. Fish with the hero shatter, but there was no fault from the side kicks on that one. And the reset comes on through. 1 minute remaining, and just a beat in the time bank here. It's looking dastardly now for the Vengeance to finish despite the better time bank. Walking
And
a grab and
one
artillery
thing-
strike.
The grab artillery strike should be another very confident fight win, depending on how well Fish can manage this shield resource. You can block that artillery strike. Ask Reinhardt if you're in the grab by just pointing your shield straight up at the sky, but that's not going to be possible if they're able to get enough pressure on.
Oh, Fishboy's not here! A great start here!
You're
Grab does
bad.
come out here, but the beat on top of it here. Is there the follow-up here for the artillery strike? It doesn't look like there is! As
Only
the
Topaz.
cart's moving! The cart's moving! They C9 the carts! And now,
Oh.
they got
No
nowhere to
extra time on
go!
time break, though. They still need a fight win here.
It's just
but-
Loaf on the
it's gonna
cards.
start moving. It's just Loaf.
And that's gonna do it. 4 meters in the bank, and that's gonna just be
Right
it.
here.
Nuttier
What a
getting first
great
pick there is a
first-
huge pick from War to shut that down. You were tough to get out of the way. And Vengeance take the first map of Bangkok in an entire stage.
What a great map there. Can we talk about Tommy Slat? Just impossible amounts of healing coming out from this Baptiste, keeping the entire team alive through the onslaught of Wind Zarya and Water's Bastion performance, which was very impressive as well.
Yeah, I mean, a great start here for the Vega Vengeance to take the first map, like we said, against the Bangkok Babygirls for a first time in a long time. Let's do a quick little break here, but don't go anywhere. This banger match continues after a short little break.
These beats are the purest.
beats are the purest. Prove it, prove it.
And welcome back, everybody, to the Overwatch Clash Season 9, Week 6 matchup here between Bangkok Babygirls and the Vega Vengeance. Bangkok Babygirls dropping their first map since Week 1 of the entire season here to the Vega Vengeance on that counter swap comp there with the Reinhardt, with the May Bastion, and now we're going over onto Nimbani, and we're liking the way the Vengeance played this one here with the Diva ban here, Greg.
Yeah, on the flip side here, I like this look for the Babygirls. They're going to ban Kiriko, and by taking us here to Nimbani, they should be taking the Reinhardt comp off the table for the Vengeance.
Potentially saving that ban for a rainy day, but we also have some swaps coming in here as well. Taking Wallet comes in on the DPS. Tommy Slap moves to DPS, War to support, and Swifter to support. So a completely new look here for the side of the Vega Vengeance, and the Bangkok Babygirls sticking with what they had on the first map. No swaps for them here, but right now, you gotta think, maybe does the mental break after losing your first map? You thought you were undefeatable, you were God incarnate on the server, and you kind of got your lunch money taken there by the side of the Vega Vengeance.
Now, I do think that that was a very competitive loss for the Bangkok Babygirls. I would like to see them stay strong through this as we go back into the lobby because Dong Wagler forgot to turn Kiriko off.
I also like how Bucket gives us an NA Pride moment, like, brother, hate to break it to you, we are not the lobby host. You can blame your own captain for that one. So hold that.
We did nothing wrong. You cannot kill.
Yeah, we had Kyrie banned on our side. We had Kyrie banned on our screen, so we actually had it correct. We win.
Prod's right. Prod, we're good.
This is like a KR prod moment. We are locked in. Yeah, not on the body. We did see Fish hovering over their Matra. I would be surprised to see that that stick on through here on Nimbani, because Fish is known for that sort of Overwatch 1 main tank prowess. So the Reinhardt, but can potentially throw off that Winston, especially with no Diva on the side. I would not be surprised to see it coming out here. And Dong loves Asian women, so shout out to Bucket for that one. Thanks for letting us know. But we really had to know that, I think, and now we go in here. And yeah, hey, look, guys, wins on Zarya. It's so weird how that happens.
Now, this is a difficult map to force ground tanks like Zarya, like Ramatra on, but if both teams are doing it, honestly, like, the disadvantage of being on a ground tank kind of goes away when your opponents are also doing it. And you know what the other thing that can take the disadvantage of playing a ground tank away from you is? It's playing Symmetra, and that's what Tommy Slat's hovering right now.
Tommy Slat is picking every character so far in the game, so we'll see what they eventually land on.
Oh, I got so excited that someone was actually going to try to put together some sim gameplay. I think Symmetra Ramatra comps are the single strongest comps of the game right now. If the Vega Vengeance can play this with some good synergy, they are going to be very hard to stop.
The Sims coming out here, so they are going to play this Ram Sim composition to try to shut down the Zarya.
If I am a Babygirls fan, I am quaking in my boots right now. Can Wind do enough to stop the comp that won OWCS Sweden last week?
We'll see. Here comes CP up on the high ground, right over on towards Water. This one, but Wolf has to get away. Both bubbles out of Wind already forced as well. Your tie feels a great cooldown exchange here at the cost of a TP as Wind tries to hold down the high ground. But right now, point still being unconsidered. Downward TP up with the bubble. Put some pressure in, but Immortality Field will survive the Swifters. TP over on towards Wind. Do they shut down Zarya? No, Wind. There's a bit of rotation. Nobody falls through on the rotation. Nobody falls through on that one.
Oh, look where Taken Wallet is right now. There is just free shooting. Playing Kovacs up here. You're going to try to stop it. Wait, where is my Taken Wallet?
They've lost.
Okay, we traded for Wind.
They've lost Wind, but they can't quite take down Nader. A free tick here has been taken. Ward's in a tough position here. TP on the point here for Don Wagler, trying to get out here with the Wraith form. Swifters 1 HP, but has the Immortality Field just in time. And now, with no bubbles, they're Fish there for the help with the punches. Wind trying to get back. Nader 1 HP, but War and Swifters, the supportal combat have been engaged. And the Sim TP is going to be enough to break through on point A. And no swaps for either side so far. Swifters with another quick window. Don Wagler's going to master Symmetra here as well, though. So two Sims in the field.
I think that's a really smart swap from Dong Wagler. There's not a better way to match the potential for the rotations that the Symmetra can put out than just having your own Symmetra. That Symmetra in the first point was able to create such a split as the window comes out. Pick from Taken Wallet gets 2.
Taken Wallet through the early window coming through
that window.
From Swifter's. Wind just trying to do anything here. Try to reset something. But only thing to do is reset the energy. And shuts on down. Water does find one, but is in a tough position here.
Good trade from Water, but how do you get out here?
Just by running, I guess.
Oh, by running. Okay.
By
I never
using
considered
legs,
that
hidden
perspective.
ability, sprint. You able to get out scot-free.
Yeah, the player that Water traded out there was Tommy Slat, so the mobility for this Vengeance comp was who he took out, and that's what allowed him to get out. But an early Bob trying to deny the TP. Only 3 people were able to take that TP because of the early Bob.
Taking wall at 1 HP, but survives! Dodge out on that record. Downward plan falls up. The court! Is there a touch? There is just in time, but Annihilation is there to meet them here. Wind 1 HP, finds one but Fish. So hard to take down with Annihilation online. And 5.5 minutes in the time bank here for the Vega Vengeance as this adaptation once again working wonders for him in the sim comp.
Oh, that early Bob from Taken Wallet. I want to give Taken Wallet a lot of flowers for that because it was such a good macro call. Able to force the Babygirls to have only half their team take that teleporter. The other 2 were not able to link up because of the Bob pressure, and that really neutered the value Nuttier got out of that window. Only 3 people taking the TP into a window engage.
Immortai Field is forced to be used here by Swifters, so a bit of a cooldown experience, or a bit of a cooldown advantage right now for Bangkok, but still, there's a hole in this corner, waiting for a Sim TP to come on through, potentially punish one out. War is waiting here with the beat online. Not there in time for Tommy Slat, but Fish is just melting on through there, and the beat, potentially a bit too late there from War, as Grab will pay dividends here for the Bangkok Babygirls as they'll start their hold here on C.
Water starting out on the Bastion now, getting off that Soldier 76 pick. I think that's going to be able to put a lot of pressure onto Fish, who
Reinhardt's
goes
back.
Reinhardt. Booney, how do we feel about Reinhardt being back in 2025?
I'm so excited. I mean, I know you're a youngin here in the Aurora, but I used to kind of be known as the Reinhardt guy. I did win an MVP on it one time. It was the time of the dinosaurs, but it's still mine. Still my award, but right now, Tommy Slat with the wall online. Forced to concede space here. Oh, Talcon Wall at 1 HP gets out just in time.
Very early form from Fish there. They're going to be able to engage with this wall and the teleporter.
Dawnwalker 1 HP. Here comes the window as well, but the wall from Tommy Slat negates the advantage of that ultimate there from Nuttier. They've lost Water as well in the backline. The pin on here from Fish stops it, but will time the kill over on towards Wind, reset that energy on the Zarya, and now Dawnwalker 1 HP. The window is not there. The wall. And 3.5 minutes again here in the time bank for Vega Vengeance as the Reinhardt swap again pays dividends.
Low, just a little bit too late finishing building that beat, not able to get it ready before Wind and Dongwaggler went down. The Symmetra's broken. Can we nerf that character? Can we please hit that character with a nuclear bomb? Please and thank you.
Hello,
It's so strong.
I am Team 4. I love beam characters. Give me Zarya, give me Sim. I love beams.
The fact that Tommy Slat's pulling out that Symmetra is just unlocking the ability to create some really powerful rotations for the Vega Vengeance. And you saw on multiple occasions they were able to really effectively split up the Bangkok Babygirls. You have to be so ready to make a coordinated rotation when that Sim teleport comes in, or risk being picked apart. And it's so difficult. I don't want to make it sound like the Babygirls should be expected to pull this off consistently. It's really hard. And they're able to punish these split rotations off of the Sim teleports that they're forcing right now. The Vega Vengeance playing this immaculately.
All I gotta say is, y'all mind a white boy speaks a little binary here from Fish. 1-1-1-1 in the KD. Looking fantastic here on the Ramatra. But Wind over onto the Hazard here. What do you think about this one in the Symmetra?
Now, this Hazard pick here can give Wind the mobility and survivability to potentially rotate around the Symmetra engages and not be so beholden to the space that Symmetra can take. So this should be a lot better of a pick than the Zarya here.
Oh, big anti the backline here. War taken down.
First picked.
The TP just not in
the
time.
bag, dude. Give Nuttier the bag.
Making the swap out the Baptiste over on the Ana here. Fish does take the engagement, but the kills are heavily in favor of Bangkok right now. Positioning as well as Wind can just hide behind that wall and get up on this high ground. No one's on the point though, so the cap hasn't come through. Finally coming on to sleep on a Tommy Slat as well. Shuts down the TP And it looks like it's going to be a point A kind of given here for free unless they come in with another TP from Thomas. Looks like they will do just that. Oh, wall on the TP! Fish is stuck all alone on point. The follow-up is out there. Another immortality, another anti-nade comes on in. As Nuttier on the high ground, immovable.
This is going to be a much more difficult composition to play that Symmetra into. When you look at what the Babygirls are playing right now, there are 4 characters who are very mobile, hard to get onto with a confident TP engage, and all 5 of them have a lot of options for playing with some distance. So it's going to be really difficult for the Symmetra to get any value, and that's why we're going to see Tommyslot move over to this Tracer here.
Oh, Swifter in a tough position here, getting walked on down by 2 members of the high ground. So it's 1 HP taken on down, and now War just has to try to run away, try to get anything done here, take a wall as well, concedes the high ground position. Cart is being contested right now by Tommyslot, trying to hold on down against the support line, but right now forced to run away. No recall is still online, and we'll get out with that cooldown still in the bag.
Ooh, Fish steps up in the meantime. Is Swifters back? Swifters is back. Okay, we're fine here.
Okay, good start here.
And Taken takes out Water. Great shot from Taken Wallet.
So go on here for Anthony over on towards Fish. Fish 1 HP immortality comes up, but here comes the downpour. Locks down multiple members as well as a duplicate Ramastra on the field from Dong Waggler. And we're seeing Wind light the kill feed here as Taken Wallet. It stands no chance against a large Scottish man in your face. And the reset comes through. Potentially one more fight here for Vega Vengeance.
Now, 3 ults coming out there from the Bangkok Babygirls. That was a fight win, but it was an expensive one. 3 ults for 1. But with 3 on the card, it's going to be a difficult touch here for Fish.
Fish has Annihilation online. Locks it down immediately here. Another anti-nade, though, and the sleep. Fish 1 HP, taken down. Bob on the cart. Won't look to equalize, though. 4-on-4 on the point as a DPS duo. Tommyslot and Taken Wallet find their kills, respectively. And now, you put a big stick from Tommyslot. Lays it down like Kobe the backline. However, do they have numbers here? It's just Wind and Water, but Water taken down, Taken Wallet is taking aims on the carts as Wind has to reset.
Great touch coming out from Fish. He uses the Annihilation, stalls out there for long enough for Taken Wallet to come in with the Bob, get the picks, stabilize the fight for the team, and we did see ults exchange on the other side as well, but now just the beat on the side of the Vega Vengeance versus Water's Overclock. Let's see what Water can do, or if War can get off the big beat.
Oh, Overclock comes out here, taking Wallet, caught by a wall. Tough position there. Swift just has to back around the corner. New healing LOS now, and Water, midair shot on Tommyslot. Speaking of Kobe, hits that one. And now the beat will be saved for a rainy day as point B was taken here by the Bangkok Babygirls. But the time Mega Manager of Vega looks to be locked in already.
Yeah. Still, very good overclock there from Water. Good job playing with tempo, taking a lot of space, able to get these fast picks before the reaction beat can come in from War. Was like 95% to it, so close. Great awareness from the Bangkok Babygirls to get that quick fight win.
The swap here comes through over on the Ramontre here once again here for Fish. War with the beat online, but Wind is in your back line. Poking and prodding, but Taken Walt's found in the first pick here as Water's down, and Fish engages in with the speed.
Oh,
I mean, Wind is there for the follow-up, but they've lost Loaf in the process. It's a very back and forth affair. Response for Vega Vengeance will be their huge boon here. War's 1 HP, has to get out alive here. Is running into the backline looking for a kill here, but might get punished.
War going?
War is still alive. War gets out and Wind gets punished. War with the moves. Gets out of that one.
Please, politely, can we kill War with hammers for that?
Looking like you out there, Lucio.
I'm upset that War's alive. I want him to know that.
But 3
I say
ults
that to
online.
him in real life every time I see him.
Damn. Tommyslot does have the pulse bomb. We saw the last one land, and War was still with his beat online. But a lot of ults here for Bangkok. This is going to be a messy fight.
This is going to be a huge ult fight from both teams, because there's a lot of ults from Vega Vengeance coming up, too. This War beat should give them plenty of time to get all 5 ults available for this fight. As Nuttier...
Hold that. Hold that. I mean, Nuttier is down, but the Nano Boost did come online here. Beat out from War to match this one. A lot of these coming through with Fish already down. 2 Ramatras now, 1 on the field, but it's not for your team. Tommyslot forced to recall in the back line as well. Gets to the cart, but no longer has it. That important cooldown. Gets caught in the slow. Tommyslot 1 HP. Gets around the corner and Fish with a timely shield. We'll get them out, but they'll hold on the downpour.
Now, the one upside there for the Vega Vengeance is they didn't use a lot of their ult. Only the beat. Very early engage coming up for win. Oh, Swifters!
Oh, the support line is down.
Down.
Annihilation is here, though, for Fish. Found a target on the point in Loaf. Loaf 1 HP. Downpour comes out from Wind in the spawn, but Fish has found the kills on the carts. Very doable here now for Vega Vengeance as the spawns are coming through for him. Fish is 1 HP, just trying to block slop their way to victory. It's a block slop in the corner between him and the Hazard, but right now the numbers heavily favor Vega Vengeance as Fish again with a clutch play. The Nutter on the Moira swap.
Yeah, Nutter's been on Moira. It is a pick. I also want to shout out Tommy Slat for that fight. The whole time Wind and Fish were block slopping in the corner, Tommy Slat was 2v1ing on cart, did an amazing job to stay alive the whole time, not let them get any cart progress.
Oh my, the wholesale team swap comes through now for Bangkok, back onto the tried and true. The Zarya May bash in here, Nutter back onto this bat team. You have a Wu Yang. You don't have the disengage here, so Fish now with Lucio advantage could just walk past the Zarya and put pressure in the back line.
And with only 1 minute to go, can you build these ults that fast?
Doesn't look like you could take him while it throws in that bola shot, but can't quite find anything. Fish is under a lot of pressure on cart. Help my Fish! Toss that pulse bomb, not gonna find anything there. Thornwegger has a block on cart, close to Blizzard, and now it looks like they're gonna cap. Can they get into overtime? Vega Vengeance? It doesn't look like it's gonna be the case, as we're going to go once again to overtime for both sides.
Oh, but look how much better that time bank is for the Vega Vengeance. That is
Malga jump scare!
56 seconds!
Yeah, this looks like a much more favorable map here for the Vega Vengeance compared to the last one. Able to work this high ground to their advantage here with the sim. And again, it just appears the Vega Vengeance are making the swaps at just the right time, it seems, compared to Bangkok Babygirls. Babygirls swapping way too late on multiple occasions here. So Vega Vengeance having the advantage here in the strategy as well as just overall gameplay and server right now, looking like a much better team.
Yeah, I really like the versatility on display from the Vega Vengeance right now. They have this is such a different lineup than what they were playing on the previous map. Tommy Slat and War changing roles, Swifters as well, taking Wallet coming in off the bench. Fish really the only continuity from map to map, yet the coordination still looks great. They look like such a cohesive unit. It's very clear that they have a good idea of what they want to play with very different lineups, and they look so confident with both of these very distinct looks.
Go ahead and do a bit of a stack check here, but nobody really standing out in any category right now. Nadir does lead in healing, but Swifter is very close behind, and Loaf is sticking on this Wu Yang here, which we saw do fairly good, but against this composition might want to go back to Lucio because the speed might be necessary to escape this collapse here from this core.
Now, Wu Yang can do a lot to poke out this Bastion Reinhardt comp, though. So if
Thomas that 1 HP,
feels,
holy moly.
Ooh, great sticks from Dong Wagler. But yeah, if Loaf is feeling confident on this Wu Yang pick, it can do a lot in this situation. I want to see it. I've been glazing Loaf a lot this season. I think Loaf's got this.
We'll see here. Wynn's looking for an engaged target here, but Tommy Slat is just trying to bait them in here on the legs on the far side, but Dong keeping them at an arm's length here with the stickies. The wall comes out on Tommy Slat. Tommy Slat might be punished here. Tommy Slat gets on out with the sprint away, but they've lost Taken Wallet. It was a huge 8 lane as well on the Fish.
Fish dead. Oh, what a good anti-name.
Tommy Slat wins the 1v1. How does that happen? But they've lost the point in the meanwhile. Tommy Slat looks good in the stat sheet, but it will be point A going the way of Babygirls.
Tommy Slat did a heroic effort there, distracting Wind, ultimately winning that 1v1. But unfortunately for him, his Fish got hit with a god nade from Nuttier, which was able to turn the fight on the point. Nuttier continued to hit very high value nades as he did in the original attack.
Wynn might see Sarissa and Insta go into Zarya. We'll have to wait and see. Do they have the time? The speed. There they go. He's running to spawn. Let me guess.
He's going for it. Can they?
Yep, there they are.
Long enough for the Zar to come back.
It looks like they will. The engagement comes on through here with Fish on the spin, but they've lost Loaf. Taking out 1 HP, but no charge can keep them up. As the fight on cart is enough. Wind was not in time. As a good time engaged from Vega Vengeance will get them the cap here. And we are now at a win condition for the Vega Vengeance.
That's such good recognition of the situation with the Vega Vengeance. They see a distinct lack of wind in the team comp, and they say, let's int our brains out and just run over the rest of the Bangkok Babygirls while Wind is trying to get that Zarya swap off in time. unable to get back to the team before they're already down a player and can't turn that 5v4 after he does return from the swap. Great plays from the Vega Vengeance.
Absolutely, and I mean, Panini puts the best in chat. Punished for being dishonorable, punished for trying to walk slot back over on your main tank there, but Orisa to start out here for... Okay, never mind. Back on the Reinhardt. Maybe expecting the Zarya on the defense, but Wind will start on the Hazard here. 4 minutes in the time bank. They'll basically resetting the map here, so it's got to be a full hold on A to set us up to an even series. We're looking at match point now for Vega Vengeance, as this would, I guess, technically be considered an upset, but right now, the Babygirls really seem to have no answer right now, as again, Vega Vengeance are striking first every time in swaps.
Yeah, Vega have looked like... They look like the undefeated team here to me. Not, you know, it is such an impressive showing so far. But a couple of adaptations that I really like here that I want to point out. I like this Dong Waggler Venture pick. Venture is a great counter pick into Symmetra comps. They can disrupt those teleport plays with strong area of effect damage, both with the Burrow and the Drill Dash. Very mobile character. Let's see if they can scout this out and punish these Symmetra plays.
TP up on the high ground here. Sleep knockout landed from Nutter. Nutter 1 HP, has to run away, but gets caught out! A great TP from Tommy Slat, as well as engaged with the Lucio speed. Shuts down the Zana. Wind will respond here,
Traded, though.
but it does not look good here for Bangkok.
Right back.
As the numbers are heavily favoring the Vega Vengeance. They have the numbers. Wind 1 HP. The wall will keep them standing. Still contesting a fairly decent amount here from Water, but they've lost the soldier on the points.
Nuttier here is
Wind
going to swap
1 HP.
Lucio. Now this Lucio swap will give Nuttier the ability to contest this one late, but gets taken out by
Oh,
Fish.
no.
How did Taken Wallet die?
They took themselves out.
Okay, I don't think it particularly matters here because the Babygirls now need to hold with no support. They have their DPS and they have their wind. Can they pull this off?
It doesn't look good. I'm gonna be honest,
Now,
it does not look
Vega
good.
Vengeance aware that there is an objective in this objective-based game. It looks like they do.
Hey, there's none here. Stat padding.
All right. They did forget about the payload for a second, but once they remembered it, oh, Zarya Reinhardt is Zarya is just getting dunked on by this Reinhardt. The Symmetra comp is so scary here on these long open maps. We're gonna have to see some creativity coming out here from the Bangkok Babygirls if they're gonna turn this series around.
Yeah, they have not been pushed really at all as far as the season, except for week 1, where they had to get their reverse sweep for that wins. They got pulled out here again, but it's looking really good for Vega Vengeance as it goes to a quick map break. We'll see where we're going on the other side of this one. Don't go anywhere. Overwatch continues after this. And welcome back, everybody, to the Overwatch Clash Season 9, Week 6 matchup here between the Bangkok Babygirls and the Vega Vengeance. Bangkok Babygirls hoping to hold on to their undefeated season, but Vega Vengeance pushing them to the absolute brink here at match point now, going into map 3 of New Junk City. And Greg, in the break, we were not happy with Bangkok's bans. We're going to be real. We were not happy with the bans.
No, I said I wasn't gonna bring it up. No, I don't understand the Orisa ban. I think Orisa's terrible right now. I don't get it.
Orisa's terrible, and if you're trying to protect the Zarya with a tank ban, why not ban the Reinhardt? Like,
Reinhardt is so strong at Zarya. Like, Reinhardt has been dunking on you for the last 2 maps, and you left him on the table so you could get rid of Orisa, who's terrible. I'm sorry. I said I wouldn't crash out. That's my bad.
I guess they're hoping
Fish what are you gonna Fish playing Reinhardt? I'm done crashing out. I'm done playing.
They're hoping that they can win this with the Bastion composite, with the Mei Bastion, and save that Rein or Sim ban for maps 4 and 5. I don't know. We'll have to get inside their minds. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, right now.
Interesting to see. Now, this is pretty much the exact same composition in terms of characters being played from the Vega Vengeance as in map 1, but we're going to see different players taking up different roles. Swifters on the Kiriko, Tommy Slot on the Mei.
But the
what a
but Fish with the pin!
Oh my god! Loaf from the but Fish dies!
Oh my! Okay, just that one down. It's a back and forth affair here, but Wind is still alive on the point. And I have a question: why is Swifters not on BAP here? I don't like the Kiriko here as much as the BAP.
What Kiriko can give you here that the Baptiste doesn't is the teleport. The ability to just teleport through that wall, throw a Suzu at your feet, and keep the Reinhardt alive through that wall that the Baptiste might get zoned out from. But now it is a bit of a worry point though, because the Baptiste is just going to do more healing than you over the course of most long fights.
Oh, the wall from Tommy Slot's in tough position there, but they do get the point flip here for free. Opting to give that for free, and now the point they're still just
Bucket is okay. Bucket's making the rotation back to the team, but Bucket a little behind the team here, not going to be ready for this wall, and the wall used.
What is this aura forming we got going on between both these teams here? Fish is in tough position, but an
Where
early
is
form
my dog wagon?
comes out here. Fish 1 HP has to stay alive. Take a wall is falling very low here. Wind has some charge, walks down the Bastion, and it's taking down that first kill. Still, Dawn Waggler, where are you?
That's what I said. Dogwaggler has been flanking this entire fight and goes unpunished. Builds up the entire Blizzard. What a huge play from Dogwaggler there. Dogwaggler drew back Fish. Fish pinned backwards to punish Dogwaggler for being the flank Mei.
What is happening?
Dogwaggler was able to use the Mei wall, escape from the pinning Reinhardt, and get away with his life, and that got taken while it killed.
And now 4 ults versus basically 5. Yeah, we're gonna see Qs.
Now, underneath rotation coming out now from the Vega Vengeance, they should be very stable on this point, but look out for this Dogwaggler Blizzard here.
Oh, it comes out here and Fish gets caught in it.
Oh. Tommy Slack going down as well.
And now potentially a bit of staggers coming through here as well. As Swifters.
Swifters getting staggered.
Okay,
does straight loaf though.
But that's going to be the point.
Staggered enough here. That's going to be the point. But 2 ults for none. Now, very worthwhile, of course, for the Bangkok Babygirls to trade 2 ults for the point capture. You do need 3 of those to win the map, and they need to win this map. But still, the Vega Vengeance can look at the rest of this map and say, we have 5 ults coming into this. We should be able to take a good position here.
I still am not seeing the Kiriko here. I would prefer the BAP, just more healing for Fish, because Fish is getting melted every single fight here. But they do have Casino Rush here. Nuttier down. Your top field was not invested in time. So a good start here as Takenwall finds 2 without the Casino Rush. So a very cheap fight victory there, you know. I talked about with the Kiriko, but they win with the Rush. And get the first flip here basically for free.
We're just able to catch out Nuttier on the rotation. The rest of the Bangkok Babygirls were swinging. Wait,
that's a swap, right? That's a swap. That's a swap. They're going BAP, right? They're going BAP, right?
There's no other logical explanation for that.
Yep, there you go.
Back to the taxi, but look, Wind, Nuttier, and Loaf are here. We have no supports on the side of the Vega Vengeance.
Yeah, you might have wanted to wait till your team might have lost a point to swap.
That was, yeah, very scary. Oh, Bucket in a lot of danger here. Loaf frozen. Loaf,
oh,
my Fish, but off the map. It's okay. Low, Fish very low now.
War as well, flying very
Swifter's
low.
in position.
Fish down.
Oh.
War saves the beat for a rainy day, but they've lost the tank in the meanwhile. Supports are stuck inside the ground. Town Surge's gonna clean that up, and the late beat there might have just sealed the deal in this fight. Nailed to keep War in that fight, and Loaf died with their beats they're gonna have for next one. Oh no! Look at the alt banks.
That ends up being a very cheap fight for the Bangkok Babygirls. Only Grav invested 4 ults now to hold down the rest of this, and the ult economy is in shambles for the Vega Vengeance after that messy swap situation. Can Fish's Shatter do enough to win by itself?
It's gotta be huge you're looking for here, but the Shatter. Oh, the Blizzard is
Good
massive!
ball.
Locks down Malt members. Even Typhoon from Swifters is not gonna be enough. As again, 1 ult and 1 win. This is huge ult economy now for the side of Bangkok, and they're striking out Swifters again.
Oh. Swifters doesn't catch the spawn wave, but Taken Wallet coming up on an ult here, so the economy is recovering for the Vega Vengeance. They might be able to get something done with this Shatter and this Bastional. If Loaf doesn't get off the God beat.
Yeah,
Look at Loaf in this fight, ladies and gentlemen.
Loaf's been holding on this beat for a while now. We'll see when the side invests. They pop it on in. Now you're bouncing away. Artillery strike comes out here from Bucket. Lands over onto Taken, but hits him with that nade tech to get away. War's 1 HP. War down! And now the window.
That is the Bastion ult from Bucket.
Shatter comes out from Fish, lands on a 2. The follow-up is here, potentially from the artillery strike. They've lost Bucket, but wins on point with the charge and the kills. And, you know, at the same, you know, the risk of ban, we don't agree with it, but at the same time, it feels like Vega are just dropping the spaghetti.
Yeah, like, this Reinhardt comp for the Vega Vengeance had been looking so effective earlier, and I don't know what happened between these maps, but it looks to me like the Babygirls just downloaded it. Like, they understand how to beat Reinhardt now, and they are executing on an updated game plan. They are able to punish Fish so consistently. Fish is getting bullied.
Bucket's the closer, what can we say? Shrink up on this.
The closer, dude.
Wall comes out here from Tommy Slap, but it won't be there in time for the point to open up with the Blizzard. High ground rotation from Wind coming through. Has a ground ton surge and lands onto all 5 members. Fish blown up by a wall, a great wall from Dawn Waggler. Isolates the tank, and now the Loaf with the beat to stabilize through the Blizzard and Tommy Slat. And you're going to want that ultimate back. As you got nothing out of that one. Bucket has fallen, but the stagger on Switchers here again. Oh, another stagger.
Swifter's getting staggered.
Oh, no. Tommy Slat goes over on the Tracer
is a
now.
Mean stagger. Oh, Tommy's not still in the May here.
They were on Tracer for a second, but goes back over. No, okay, they're swapping again.
There it is. Okay. Now, I like this idea here for the Vega Vengeance. Just go back to the drawing board and say, hey, Bastion May, they are getting better walls off than we are. They are getting better Bastion engages than we are. Let's do something completely different. They should be able to establish angles and
good
get
start.
picks like that. Great pick. By
Blizzard comes
Taken
out.
Wallet and Tommy Slat have gotten 2.
I mean, they do get the Blizzard on a Fish here, and the points doesn't flip, so they'll just kind of rotate someone down. They still have the Bastion online. Take one on the Soldier. Oh,
here, though?
A nice little dink there from Dawnwire, forced the rotation
Dawnwire.
away. War's in no man's land right now. War's in no man's land right now. Another huge wall to stop that Blizzard, or to stop the Win from getting value, but the point does flip.
Good flip, but ooh.
Oh, but they're so low.
They're dead.
Oh.
I don't think Swifters and Taken Wallet are back here for another fight. Fish is just gonna have to run up to the point by himself.
It'll be a Thomas Slap on the touch here on the Tracer. Gets him, but
War's
walking
with
into a
him.
window, into an artillery strike. Fish might just get melted here with the artillery strike and window combo on point. Thomas Slap had to use the recall, an early use of the artillery.
Oh,
War!
Oh no! War Ajax at the worst possible time, sealing the map for the Bangkok Babygirls.
It comes back to that Kiriko again. To me,
I think what it comes back to is Wind wanting it more. This guy wants it so bad, as he just told us all in chat. He is doing too much. I want you to refer to the fact that Wind is currently 34-1. Can you please show the chat the tab menu, my good Booney?
there's your tab. I unfortunately I saw Fish's KD. We won't talk about that one.
We will not talk about Fish's KD. We will talk about Wind going 34-1 on that map. Spectacular performances on the Zarya.
And now we got ourselves a series here tied at 2-1 here. Bangkok Babygirls trying to pull up the reverse sweep here. Now that Bucket, the closer, has joined. We'll see where we go for our next map. And bans, airsides break. Don't go anywhere. This banger of a match continues after this short little break.
These beats are the purest. Prove it, prove it.
And welcome back, everybody, to Overwatch Clash, Season 9, Week 6 matchup here between the Bangkok Babygirls and the Vega Vengeance. We got ourselves a banger of a series on our hands as we're going to Esperanza. The Vengeance held on this ban as lots possibly could, but now they're unleashing the Zarya ban here on Esperanza as we go into map 4. And we were talking the break. This is looking now a lot more reverse sweeple than it did before map 3, but we'll see what they have here for this Esperanza. Not able to play that Zarya comp. They're going to look over on the Hazard here, but Fish potentially reading this one in the tea leaves will go on to the Rissa to begin things off. We have here goes on both sides. We are in here, but we just started here, so didn't miss anything. We're going to see Fish on the Rissa and Wind on the Hazard. Potentially a soul read here from Fish.
Are the casters stupid? Do the casters know nothing? Is Fish Orisa the solution that the Babygirls were preempting?
Potentially.
We will find out now.
They're going hard anti-dive here with the Cassidy, with the Torbjorn, with their Rissa. They now want Wind to have fun, but it looks like
Wind is gonna actually be depressed to this map. Like you just can't play the game against this as Hazard. I would not be shocked at all if we see him try to find a different pick, because Hazard can really get bullied by that Torb and that Orisa.
Ward was taking a lot of damage there and was forced to use that overload here fairly early. Dawnwalker marking out over on towards this Torbjorn, trying to get that Torb out of the fight here, allowing Wind to get in the backline a little easier. Loaf over on to this Wu Yang, just keeping the front line up and pounding a little bit here. But Fish just marking his cart down, not allowing Wind to get into good position.
Now, one thing I want to look at right now is Dong Waggler. Dong Waggler putting down huge pressure on this Pharah right now. How it's very difficult for this Vega Vengeance comp to effectively contest that Pharah at range. The Cassidy's fall off is just too much, so Dong Waggler's able to put down a lot of pressure.
Fish using the spin to engage on in, but Wind continues to hold down the cart, not taking too much damage here. No cooldowns for the Rissa, as Dawnwalker will now go over on towards the flanker to put some pressure, but Swifters to the mark. No picks for either side just yet. Very slow approach here for both these teams. Dawnwalker taking a decent amount of damage here. Has to get out there with their lives like they will do so. But Bucket and Dawnwalker falling fairly low. Dawnwalker is way behind enemy lines right now. Trying to find anything here. Bucket not able to land the final shot on Swifters. Swifters is surviving right now as Dawnwalker is not in range. Fish is half on cart though. Has to use that Fortify stay alive. But now it's a big cooldown force here from the Rissa. Cart still in favor here of Vega Vengeance.
Now, you can see just how difficult it is to engage onto this. They're waiting for ults to come online, but the Tommy Slat Kitsune Rush is what's going to come on first, and that's going to allow a huge engage opportunity for the Vega Vengeance, running down Wind, creating all this space. Counter engage now from Nuttier. Nuttier, can they clear the Vengeance?
Fish 1 HP.
Fish so low, he's dead.
You have lost Bucket, but you've lost a much more important target there in Fish, and Topaz down there as well. The turret does get one on the back end. But now finally a fight victory comes through for one of these teams. That's going to be Bangkok. But potentially not getting lead here in this fight.
A lot of cart push was taken by the Vega Vengeance throughout the course of that extended engagement. You can see just how difficult it is for both of these teams to find a meaningful engage onto each other. The Vega Vengeance comp is so stable that diving onto it with that Hazard is just not really tenable, as they will keep the lead. Fish able to get to the cart.
Dawnwalker has the barrage here online, but just looking for a target over on towards Fish, but does think better of it for a second fight here. Here comes, but Fish gets walled off. Had to use both the cooldowns to get away, as well as Suzu invested. Dawnwalker falling very low, though. Switches with a good mark on this Pharah. Forced him back, and Fish falls on up. The high noon comes out here from Swifters.
It's going to create a lot of space, and Fish is taking advantage of all that space this noon is creating. Wind now isolated.
Has to get out here with their life here. It's Wind on supports against the world, but Nuttier's 1 HP and to take it on down. Fish does fall very low here, but Wind has to back away. Can't quite fall up on this one just yet, and Kirk continues his move here for Vega Vengeance. As Wind just has to run away to the Mega Pack, where Swifters on the chase here. But they might punish him here, actually. Good Suzu, and they will survive the downpour.
That downpour will allow Wind to survive, but that's a valuable ultimate against an immobile comp that they no longer have access to, as the checkpoint is gonna come in here.
Topaz does get that beat up just in time.
Topaz.
Checkpoint is taken.
Yeah, that beat. Make sure that the Babygirls have no chance of engaging before this point flip. Great barrage, though. We're gonna re-engage back in. Tommy Slat thinks they can win this.
But the carts are in the corner. The carts are in the corner. They don't have the numbers either. We're just charging on in with the overload, trying to do anything here, but that Kitsune Rush finds nothing.
Ooh, that is... I will say nice things about people on the broadcast, you know?
I liked the idea, but you didn't have the ability to...
with a great rocket barrage to open up that fight. Give a clear path to victory to the team.
Dawnwalker 1 HP. Does get out. with a sliver.
And we do see the group respawn come in for the entirety of the Vega Vengeance. They should be able to take this team fight before the checkpoint for the Babygirls.
So we're just gonna cut out here on the island.
Oh, Fish is moving this cart by so much. But Bucky got the pick.
They've lost Tommy Slat. The turret's down here as well. Cart still moving back towards Main Street here. Topaz 1 HP but gets around. This is a great little amount of taking on the cart here.
How did Fish just move the cart that much?
He just took it.
A horse just walked up to the payload and simply walked
That sounds like a
away with
really,
it.
really bad start to a joke. A horse walks up to a cart. But right now,
that's not supposed to happen. And that means that we should see another engage come out before the lead gets taken because of this butt scratch. We're going to see an exact
the problem is you're walking into a Kiriko ult, and this one's actually at your cart. So potentially, oh, Fish is a really early fortify here as well in the cart. Might get punished for this.
Oh, Swifter's noon.
Finds Dawn Waggler.
Oh, huge. The Molten Core is going to force Wind out, but Wind doesn't get the jump out. Oh, what a punish. The Kitsune Rush finds nothing as the double DPS ults from the side of the Vega Vengeance are able to create the space and find the picks.
Yeah, a great little engagement there from the Vega Vengeance, able to negate the use of this ultimate by just playing very split along the Molten Core, forcing them back. And now we're at checkpoint here once again, but it's a 5-on-5. Swifters is 1 HP, but gets away just in time for Wind to find that kill. Here comes in, but his big spin, the Jasmine from Fish, shuts down the downpour. Fish is isolated, but has the help here. Nutter 1 HP gets pulled on in. A great play there from Fish. Shuts down the flex support.
Re-engage here with the Wui angle.
Oh, but a great jab spear
from Fish. Fish isolated heavily, though. Can we save Fish? We can with the Kitsune Rush, which is going to allow the Vega Vengeance to take this next corner.
Vega Vengeance looking great here in the ult exchange. Able to get past that first initial checkpoint. I'm surprised Wind hasn't swapped off this hazard just yet. It's so hard to play it in this composition, but
it's just so hard to dive. Dawn Waggler now. Your turn to be the hero. Can you get another big rocket barrage? The previous one was an immediate team fight win for your team. Do you have that in you again?
Trying to look for it here.
Tempo
but a big beat comes in. Fish getting melted on down, but the help is there. The DPS duo for the Vega Vengeance with the help of the beat from Topaz. Backspawn down. And right now, it looks like Vega Vengeance. It looks like it's their map to lose with 3 minutes in the time bank and the cart's still moving.
What a great beat engage there from Topaz. The Vega Vengeance are able to push back in past Dawn Wagglers with the rocket barrage. Wind going now to the Sigma, looking to poke out this Orisa comp. And with no Swifters, he should be able to do that. Swifters is not back yet.
They are giving a lot of cart space here. Tommy Slat is caught behind enemy lines, looking for a cheeky pick here, but has a TP away to get away. But here comes the 5-on-5 again. He wants to hit the first corner. Spawns right here, but Swifters got caught!
Oh, great pick from Bucket.
With that comp bind there from Dawn Waggler, forcing positioning. Fish is still very strong on this point. Not easily moved. Nutter just getting walked down in the back line here. Fish has no fear whatsoever. Ices the Baptiste against that kill. Huge here from Fish.
Bucket is going to come in with the flank here, and we're going to see a cart steal again for the Bangkok Babygirls.
I mean, they know that Nutter really has no peel in this composition. Just walking on down, force the Baptiste away, and Fish, again, just saves the cooldowns for this cart and holds it on down. 4 ults for them just against the Overclock. It looks huge here for Vega Vengeance, especially if they can win this with just 2 or so.
Wind gonna set up on this high ground, try to get space for
the
the
pole.
Sojourn. Oh, scary for Bucket, he goes down!
Anything
Wind,
here for the high noon?
Cooldowns now. Wind, no cooldowns here on the cart. Should go down. I don't know how to track cooldowns.
There's a lot of things going on right now, but not a lot of kills coming through. As Swifter's on the flank with Fish, lands us on in. Thomasat with the final check in the coffin, the final nail for the Vega Vengeance to win this fight with a Kitsune Rush, and the cart's still in their favor, and a very cheap fight all there for them.
Yeah, Wind now coming up on this Flux. Topaz doesn't have the beat ready. Should be very winnable here for the Bangkok Babygirls, but with 1 minute to go, one team fight's not gonna be enough. They have to find a way to start stringing team fights together. They've had team fight wins off good ults before. How do you get 2 in a row, 3 in a row? They probably need maybe 3 in a row at least to win this match. Topaz goes down first.
Topaz does go down. Do they try to hold on to Grid Flux for this fight and wins with just a pure neutral exchange? To wait and see. Fish does get out. Their life and Swifter's down, and that's 2 picks going the way of Vega, or they going the way of Bangkok. And they're gonna hold on to this Flux.
Bangkok winning this with a pure neutral fight is so big. They now have 4 ultimates online. That's a good enough bank that should be able to propel them through the rest of this map. Topaz's beat, though, could spell a lot of danger for them if
Fish
they
swaps on
overcommit
the
ult
D.Va.
into the next fight. Fish on D.Va. Now, that D.Va swap can do a lot to deny Dongwaggler's Pharah.
Yeah, but is she just waiting for this barrage coming through, knowing that ult's online? Looking for the one-fight victory here. If he can eat that ultimate, would be huge for him. War on the high ground. Here comes the Flux. It lands over on towards the Torbjorn. War is taken down before they can invest in and use that Molten Core. Fish, again, still just trying to mark on out the Pharah, but will lose the mech in the meanwhile. They've lost Bucket.
Oh, Bucket traded.
So the good exchange here right now for Bangkok. Nutter decides to invest in this window as well to stabilize and win this fight for sure. Swifters on the high ground here. Topaz is hunting in the backline, looking for Dongwaggler. Supports are doing a great job here. Thomas trying to get another, but it won't be the case where they've lost the ultimates.
That extended fight gave Tommy Slot a lot of time to build up ults. Fish gonna counter swap onto the Reinhardt, should be able to just swing on this Sigma. And now, 2 ults left in the bank for the Babygirls, 4 online now.
And Dongwaggler's nowhere to be found. Ultimate is huge here. Swifters looking for a pick here with the high noon. Dodge out on that rock, looking for it here. Doesn't find anything, doesn't get in on up here. Fish 1 HP, but a big beat for Topaz will re-engage. The barrage gets shut down by Swifters. The Casino Rush is too massive. The Molten Core keeps them away, and Swifters looks to be bringing over the finish line. Undefeated no more. Every team now has faced defeat this season as the Vega Vengeance has found the counter and found the answers. And they are going to take home the first, I believe, maybe potentially the first seed here in that stage, and sets up great for a first round bye.
What an impressive showing from the Vega Vengeance here. They're showing so much versatility, so many different heroes coming out from this team, able to win through adversity here on these later maps. You know, that was a really confident win on New Junk City, but Vega Vengeance came back from that, and they looked great on the next map of Esperanza. Mentals unshook by the singular map defeat as they're able to take this series 3-1.
Yeah, now we got to go ahead and award potentially a match MVP here. Since it is your first time here, I'll let you just make the final decision. I have some people in mind, but we're probably on very similar wavelengths, so I'll let you be the final decider here.
Now, I'm really tempted to give this to the generational Baptiste performances of Tommy Slat, but I saw a man lock Reinhardt and do work with it, and I want to reward that. So I'm gonna say Fish's Reinhardt will be my MVP because I like the funny shield man. I think it was fun, and I think Fish played very well on the Reinhardt, especially on that Numbani. I feel like the TP plays with the Reinhardt on Numbani were very fun.
We go ahead and bring Fish in here for a quick interview as well, so get their thoughts and potentially the counter comp for the Babygirls. So let's go ahead and bring him on in.
Oh my god.
And there he is. Congratulations on the match MVP there, Fish. A 3-1 against the undefeated team, only undefeated team left in the entire season. Now has been vanquished before stage 3 begins. Just initial thoughts off the big win.
Yeah, I'm just like couldn't be happier. Like our performance, I thought like top to bottom, like we just played really well. Especially
now,
like after last week losing, like it just yeah.
Now, Fish, can you tell me about the Reinhardt pick there? How did you guys decide that Reinhardt was the solution to the menace known as Zarya?
Yeah, bear with this tangent real quick. Everyone can fall asleep in chat, but we actually scrimmed them like the first day of the Aurora season. And, you know, we were feeling each other out. We realized like right away, like, wow, these guys are like really good, like comparatively to like what everyone else thought. And they were just like owning us in the Zarya mirror. So there was at a certain point, I was like, I think it was on KR. I was like, I'm just going to play Ryan and see what happens. And it ended up doing really well. So we kind of just circled it and be like, when we play them, like, we're going to try to lean into the hard brawl and play Reinhardt.
Wonderful. And it worked wonders. You looked so impressive being able to take it to Wind with that Reinhardt pick. So great scouting there. Great job remembering that.
Yeah, like we have, Panini. Panini puts in a lot of work, honestly. Like Panini has this like whole like sheet. It's our cheat sheet where we got the whole scouting on lock, top to bottom. So yeah, it was definitely, we felt like the more informed team.
Nice.
And speaking of scouting, it's going to be very important now going in with a patch coming in on Tuesday. Might hopefully shake things up. We're all hoping and praying that the entire thing will be shaken up and we're not going to see the same thing again. But I want to know, Fish, if you were a developer, what are your changes you're making in this patch? I want just your raw thoughts on how you would change this game to make it better.
Oh, I'm like, I don't even know. I actually low-key kind of like the current meta, but I would nerf Zarya. I would make her bubble cooldown a little longer. I think it's too... Like, honestly, it doesn't even have to be crazy. Like, a 2-second bubble increase, I think, would make her, not nearly as good. And I would nerf Kiriko. Those would be my two choices.
All right.
All right, Greg, it's your first time on the cast. You have the honors of asking El Clasico. If you know what it is.
I don't remember.
Oh, no. Well,
I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, that means I get to take it. So, Fish, if you can have your MVP for your team taking home the win against the Bangkok Babygirls, slaying the undefeated team in the... There's one more undefeated team. I apologize. Hyrax, I spit on your name. I apologize. But if you're going to be MVP for your team today, who would it be and why?
Honestly, tough. I felt like we had a lot of good performances. I'm gonna take a page out of your book, Booney, and go for our sync. I thought War, like, this is probably the best War game of the season. Like, just taught, like, the DPS was, like, it's funny, we scrimmed yesterday against the Puffles, and it was not a great day for everyone involved on our side. But War, I think, VOD'd that scrim and, like, kind of took it as, like, motivation to play really well today.
Always a shout out to the captain. Love that. And
Yeah.
also showing the Lucio on Surf. We don't talk about the Ajax, but unfortunately it was caught in 4K on cam, but we don't talk about it.
Yeah,
you guys got the win. Doesn't matter at the end of the day. So congratulations on the win, and look forward to you in the next stage, which you should be fighting for first round buys. So a lot of big matches for you coming up here.
Yeah, for sure, guys. Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you, Fish. Yeah, and War was very impressive on that Tord pick in the final map on the May earlier in the series. Great all-around series from War, showing a lot of flexibility across playing two different roles, both DPS and support, very, very well today.
Yeah, a lot of people looking really good for the entire... I mean, you basically give it to anybody on Vega Vengeance. I would have given it to Timely Slot. That would have been my pick because of the flexibility on the DPS and the course, that first map.
Yeah, the
seeing the big number go up, but well deserved.
Taking Wallet as well. Taking Wallet.
You could have given it to anybody on Vega
was
today. That
really
would have been the right
good.
answer. There's not a wrong answer for Vega today. They played like a great team. Again, we had it. We were bringing up the the overall team play versus the Superstar, and it looked like the team play won today. There was LeBron James was sent down by the Golden State Warriors. He was annihilated by just overall great team play and chemistry.
Yep. A super impressive victory for the Vega Vengeance, one they can really hang their hat on, go into stage 3 with a lot of confidence off of this win.
And in terms of the upcoming match for this week to finish out on stage 2, we have one coming tomorrow, the Highland Horse Girls versus the Prague Plague. And then there is also a lot of games on Saturday with 2 confirmed for production. So make sure to stay tuned to Aurora Overwatch Clash. Make sure to follow if you aren't already. Join our Discord as well. Links in the description of the Twitch channel. So with that being said, for Greg, I've been Booney. Stay safe, stay healthy, have a great rest of your day, buddy.